Imagine stepping through the golden gates of the Ottoman palace, where the air is heavy with the scent of rose oil and jasmine, and the marble halls echo with the quiet footsteps of women whose beauty was whispered about across empires. Hidden behind silk curtains and jeweled doors, the Sultan's harem held not just the most powerful women of the empire, but the most radiant. Their secret? A mysterious ritual of beauty passed down in whispers, guarded like royal treasure, said to give them a glow so divine it seemed touched by the moon itself. This wasn't makeup or illusion, it was a centuries-old alchemy of nature, luxury, and devotion. Every drop of rosewater, every brush of oil, every moment spent in the hammam carried meaning, transforming their skin into gold-lit silk. For 500 years, these secrets stayed locked away inside the palace walls. Until now. Today we uncover the hidden beauty rituals that gave Ottoman women their legendary harem glow. And once you hear what they did to achieve it, you'll never look at modern skincare the same way again. Life inside the Ottoman harem was a world of mystery, luxury, and quiet power, far beyond the fantasies often imagined. Hidden deep within the magnificent Topkapi Palace, it was a golden cage filled with women from across the empire. Persian, Circassian, Arab, Greek, and Turkish, each chosen for her beauty, intelligence, or talent. Their days began with the soft chime of servants and the scent of burning oud drifting through the marble corridors. Morning prayers were followed by lessons in poetry, calligraphy, music, and etiquette, for the harem was also a school of refinement. The women wore flowing silk robes, their hair perfumed with rose oil, their skin glowing from daily rituals of self-care. Between the carved wooden screens and shimmering mosaics, laughter mixed with the soft hum of gossip and ambition. Every gesture, every glance mattered, for among them could rise the Valid Sultan, the Sultan's mother, or the Haseki Sultan, his most beloved consort, whose influence could sway the empire itself. Yet despite the beauty and privilege, life in the harem was not all ease. It was a delicate dance of grace and strategy, where women mastered not only the art of beauty but the art of survival. The harem was both paradise and prison, a place where dreams were gilded and the price of perfection was silence. The harem glow was more than just flawless skin or physical beauty. It was a symbol of grace, vitality, and the inner radiance that defined the women of the Ottoman harem. This glow wasn't achieved through layers of makeup, but through devotion to ritual, purity, and balance. It reflected the harmony between body and soul, a soft luminosity born from nature's finest gifts, and a lifestyle steeped in serenity. To the Sultan and his court, the glow represented health, refinement, and the divine feminine energy that illuminated the palace halls. It was said that a woman's glow revealed her discipline, her spirit, and her connection to the sacred rhythm of self-care practiced daily within the harem walls. Every rose petal distilled, every oil pressed, every moment spent in reflection contributed to this celestial radiance. The harem glow was, in truth, a mirror of inner peace made visible, a beauty that didn't shout for attention, but whispered of elegance, mystery, and power. Among the most cherished treasures of the Ottoman harem were rosewater and rose oil, revered as the very essence of beauty and purity. Every morning, women would begin their rituals by cleansing their faces with freshly distilled rosewater collected from the famed rose fields of Isparta, where the air itself smelled like silk and petals. The cool touch of rosewater soothed the skin, tightened the pores, and left behind a soft, lingering fragrance that symbolized freshness and femininity. Rose oil, thick and golden, was gently massaged into the skin and hair, believed to restore youth, calm the spirit, and bring a natural glow that no powder could ever imitate. The women would infuse it in their baths, mix it into masks, and even use it as perfume, turning the simple act of self-care into a sacred ritual of beauty. Beyond its physical effects, the rose held spiritual meaning. It represented love, purity, and the divine feminine energy that radiated from within. To the women of the harem, rosewater and rose oil were not just beauty ingredients. They were liquid luxury, a daily reminder that true radiance blooms from both the skin and the soul. The hammam, or Turkish bath, was the heart of beauty and purification in the Ottoman harem, a sacred sanctuary where women rejuvenated their bodies and souls through centuries-old rituals. Within domed marble chambers filled with rising steam and golden light filtering through small star-shaped windows, the air shimmered with the scent of eucalyptus, rose, and amber soap. Here, the women began their transformation, shedding stress, impurities, and fatigue as attendants gently exfoliated their skin with silk kise mitts, polishing it until it gleamed like porcelain. Warm water poured over their bodies in rhythmic cascades, followed by massages with olive oil, black seed oil, and crushed herbs that nourished the skin and awakened the senses. The hammam was not just a bath. It was a ritual of rebirth where conversation, laughter, and serenity blended into the sound of dripping water and echoing chambers. For the women of the harem, it was a place of connection, healing, and divine calm, leaving their skin radiant, their bodies perfumed, and their spirits glowing with the legendary harem glow that defined Ottoman beauty for centuries. The daily routine of women in the Ottoman harem was a graceful rhythm of beauty, discipline, and serenity woven into every hour of their day. At dawn, soft light streamed through lattice windows as they began their mornings with quiet prayers, followed by a gentle cleansing ritual using rosewater to awaken the skin and mind. Their attendants would bring trays of oils, herbs, and silk cloths, and the women would massage olive or almond oil into their skin, believing it preserved youth and vitality. Afterward came the hammam, where warm steam and aromatic soaps refreshed their bodies, leaving them radiant and calm. The afternoons were filled with refinement, learning music, poetry, embroidery, and calligraphy, all while sipping herbal teas infused with mint, rose, or saffron. Beauty was never rushed. It was a meditation. In the evenings, they adorned themselves with light touches of kohl, rose-tinted lips, and perfumed hair combed with jasmine oil. As night descended over the palace, the harem filled with the glow of oil lamps, soft laughter, and the scent of amber and musk. Wrapped in silken robes, their skin still warm from the day's rituals, the women rested, knowing that their beauty was not a mask, but a harmony of ritual, nature, and inner peace, glowing quietly even in the shadows of the palace walls. As centuries passed and empires faded, many of the beauty secrets that once defined the women of the Ottoman harem were forgotten, locked away in history like hidden jewels. The world moved toward modern cosmetics and synthetic formulas, leaving behind the simplicity and purity of nature's touch. Yet today, as people seek authenticity and wellness, the lost wisdom of the harem is quietly returning. Beauty enthusiasts and historians alike are rediscovering the power of rose oil, black seed, and hammam ritual, ancient practices now finding new life in luxury skincare lines and natural remedies. The same ingredients once prepared by palace attendants in golden bowls are now bottled in elegant glass jars on modern vanities, proving that true beauty never goes out of style. What was once a secret shared only among the Sultan's most cherished women is now a global inspiration, reminding us that the essence of the harem glow was never about luxury. It was about harmony, balance, and respect for the body. In reviving these rituals, modern women are not just adopting old beauty trends. They are reclaiming a lost art of self-love that connects them to a timeless lineage of elegance, wisdom, and inner radiance. The legacy of the harem glow lives on as a timeless symbol of beauty that transcends vanity and speaks to the deeper essence of femininity, balance, and grace. It was never just about flawless skin or delicate perfumes. It was about the sacred connection between ritual and self-worth, between stillness and strength. The women of the Ottoman harem understood that true radiance comes from harmony of mind, body, and soul, and their daily devotion turned self-care into an act of empowerment. Today, that same spirit lingers in every drop of rosewater, every hammam-inspired ritual, and every whisper of natural fragrance that echoes through modern beauty practices. The harem glow reminds us that beauty is not something to chase, but something to nurture, a quiet light that grows stronger with intention and peace. Long after the palaces turned to museums and the silks faded to dust, the glow remains, a reflection of women who found power in serenity and elegance in ritual. It is their silent gift to the world, proof that when beauty flows from the heart, it becomes eternal.